Multiple organs, joint bodies, shell-like mole. In this video, we're going to look at 10 people with extra body parts, part 2. Number 10, one too many nipples. This might remind you of a mole, but it's actually not. And also, it's actually something that should grow on the chest. A 22-year-old woman has a full-grown nipple in the most unusual place, her foot. There have been cases where 1 in 50 women grow an extra nipple or two, and almost 1 in 100 men having the same problem. But it's usually right below the chest or on the sides. This is the reason why this woman's case is very special. When she went to the doctor, she explained how she never felt any pain but saw an unusual growth. Did you know that there are many famous celebrities who also have extra nipples? Mark Wahlberg, who is a Calvin Klein model, also has an extra nipple just below his left one. Number 9, extra uterus. This is something which is really common. I mean, even if you say, yeah, it's common, but hold your thoughts. Giving birth to twin babies is common. Your favorite soccer player, Cristiano Ronaldo, and his girlfriend are expecting twins too. So why are we talking about twins here? Well, Andrea Barbosa from Florida has a very rare medical condition, but she still gave birth to twins. This birth was very special because both the babies came out of 2 different uteruses. Basically, the woman has 2 uteruses. The uterus is where the unborn child gets developed and grows before coming out to the world. You can even call it a womb. This rare condition happens to 1 in 2,000 women, and boy are these twins special. Number 8, 31 fingers and toes. This is a very mind-boggling case. I think I'm going to forget how to count with my fingers. A boy in Hong Kong was born with a very strange condition. He has 15 fingers and 16 toes. Trust me, I'm not lying. He also has 2 palms on each hand and no thumbs at all. Doctors diagnosed him with polydactylism, meaning having more than the normal number of fingers and toes, 10 of each. This is a congenital condition, something he has from birth. This can happen even in cats and dogs, giving them some extra fingers and toes. Have you ever seen any animal with some extra fingers? All these extra fingers and toes can be removed through surgery, but his parents are trying to raise enough money to start the process. The condition is usually passed down in families, and in this case, his mother too has the same condition. The surgery could be a little tough because the doctors not only have to remove the extra fingers and toes, but they also need to rebuild his thumbs. If you think these were crazy, now we're going to take a look at a man with 5 kidneys, another with 2 hearts, and a boy with a tail. Number 7, the kidney man. This organ we usually have 2, but this man got a little extra added to his body. After getting admitted for a kidney infection, Brigham Nordstrom, a rugby player from Hamilton, New Zealand, discovered a very surprising thing about himself. He's a fitness craze, so falling ill was very unusual for him. After a series of scans, doctors found that Brigham has 5 kidneys. Normally, we have 2. This discovery made all the doctors very excited and also became the talk in the hospital. He came to be known as the kidney man. The doctor said that it was nothing to worry about as the problem was only found in 1 kidney, which got treated, and all the other 4 kidneys are doing just great. Number 6, 2 hearts. This can surprise you because it surprised me. Usually, when a transplant happens, it means the sick organ gets replaced. This man from Italy has 2 hearts, but he wasn't born with it. Many years ago, this man went through a surgery where he got a second heart during a transplant. This means that a patient's original heart gets merged with a new healthy one. When the man was 71 years old, he got a heart attack. But this case was very different because he had 2 hearts. So the doctor tried to sync the rhythm of both his hearts again. They tried drug therapy, but that stopped his heart. He was brought back after he was jolted with a heart defibrillator, and now he's healthy. Number 5, the boy with a tail. I feel this is straight out of a fantasy book, and I'm sure you'll feel the same too. Last year, a baby boy from Brazil was born with a 12-centimeter tail that had a ball at the end. Sounds like an X-Men movie, right? After examining it, the doctors called it a true human tail. The boy was born before his due date, but he didn't have any problems except for the tail. After an ultrasound scan, it was found out that it was not life-threatening and that it was not attached to his nerves either. The doctors performed a surgery to remove the tail, which turned out to be successful. An ultrasound means to create a picture of the inside of your body by using high-frequency sound waves. Isn't that so cool that we can see what's on the inside of the body using sound? Number 4, double-headed. This case is both surprising as well as very touching. A woman from Egypt gave birth to a twin, but it was a twin which no one expected. It shocked both the mother and her doctors. You see, the twin was not exactly a twin. When Minar was born, her twin was born with just a head that was attached to Minar's head. The twin with only the head was named Islam. But Islam didn't have her own brain. She was able to blink and make expressions, but sadly, she couldn't survive on her own. So the doctors decided to separate the twin so that Minar could have a happy life. The separation came at the cost of Islam's life. The surgery that took 16 hours was successful. Minar was improving, but sadly, she passed away due to the brain infection when she was just 2 years old. Starting out, things get serious. It's now time to look at a boy with a turtle shell-like mole. Twins joined at birth, and then finally a girl with multiple sets of organs. Number 3, the turtle boy. This is nothing like the Ninja Turtles, but it'll make you think about them for sure. At least that's what it looked like. Didier Montalvo from Sri Lanka was born with a mole behind his back. Skin moles are common, but his mole started to grow. By the time he turned 6, the mole covered his entire back, and it looked like something like a turtle shell. And so it came to be known as the Turtle Boy. This greatly affected his life, not only because the mole was giving him painful tickles, but also because the villagers called him evil. The entire villagers blamed his mother. A few years later, the boy went to the United Kingdom to remove the mole with great help through donations. The huge mole weighed around 20% of his body weight. The surgery was a difficult one, but it was successful. Now, Didier's living a normal life, and looks like finally the turtle days are over. Number 2, 3 legs and 4 arms. This case may somewhat look like a spider, but don't get scared. It could inspire you to never lose hope. Ganga and Jamuna Mandal from India were born as conjoined twins. Conjoined twins mean 2 babies that are joined together. Both of these twins shared 4 arms, 3 legs, and 1 stomach, but they had separate hearts. Life wasn't easy being joined like that. Even if the surgery was an option, the success rate was very low and their parents couldn't even afford it. So they decided to live it out just the way they are. Ganga and Jamuna started working at a traveling circus. The poor girls had to go through several rejections because of their looks. But through all the hard times, they were finally able to find their true love. Yes, the twins fell in love with the same man. The best part about this is that the man accepted both of them just the way they are. The trio are now living their life happily ever after. Now we move on to the moment you've all been waiting for. Number 1, the Jigsaw Girl. This one is insane. Doctors all around the world say that we need to live healthily in order to keep our organs healthy. You're thinking what it is I'm talking about. Well, I'm talking about organs like stomach, liver, lungs, and heart. Bethany Jordans from the UK was born with an unexpected condition called Ivark syndrome. This syndrome affects multiple organs in the body. Because of this condition, her stomach and lungs grew on the wrong side. Not just that, her heart was out of place and she got 5 spleens. For this, she came to be known as the Jigsaw Girl. Her survival rate was very low. Despite many health issues, Bethany is doing very well. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon.